If I stand up at times, is that going to be in your way of filming?
I don't know. I'm not worried about it. This is microphone check. SammyVision microphone check. SammyVision microphone check. Microphone check. Are we getting any sound check? Sound check. Sound check. SammyVision sound check. Sound check. Well, welcome to SammyVision. We are live here on the campus of Miami, Ohio University for Warcats versus the Miami Redhawks. And we are underway. Puck drop into Miami zone. Miami wearing the white uniforms. Puck comes back to the point. Fanned on by Andrew Reisinger. Then gets it and passes it over to Collins. Collins, that shot blocked and goes in behind the net. Owen Hood trying to keep that puck in. Miami trying to get to it. These teams have met several times before with some spirited contest, a win each for both teams, and also a tie for the teams. And so Warcats trying to get back in the win column. That was Shalia trying to get it across the crease. Miami sends it up to the blue line and out of the zone. Shalia had it bounce over his stick. He sends it in deep near side corner and then heads off for a change. Warcats making wholesale changes. Reed Hinton to neutralize where David Reisinger is back to retrieve it. Now he has his pocket picked by that Miami player and a shot and a nice kick save there by Aiden Mukovitz, senior goaltender for the Warcats, getting the start here. Number 32, Aiden Mukovitz. The Warcats then ice the puck. It's waved off as the referees are saying that it was deflected. And back into the Red Hawk zone. Getting the puck bouncing over Sean Hunt's stick right to Miami's defenseman in the zone, then sends it down the ice into the Warcat zone, and that is going to be ice. And 14:39 remaining. For those of you listening on the SammyVision Network, thank you for joining me. It is a one-man production today, so I apologize if the camera is off, if the sound is off. It is a one-man show here today for SammyVision with the strict restrictions here at the ice rink. Not many fans being let in, so SammyVision running solo here. The puck comes into the Warcats, and Miami had to touch up to get back on side. Bryce Wickizer far side. He's hit into the boards. Puck comes off of his stick. Miami trying to work it back into the Warcat zone. Nixon with the puck now. Nixon going behind his goal line. He fans on the first attempt to pass it around the boards. Now comes up far side to Josh Tidd. Tidd's able to get it over the line. Miami sends it right back into the defense where Chase Nixon picks it up. He passes it over to Shalia on the left side. Shalia centering feed looking for Hassel. The played off a Hassel stick, and now Miami coming the other way. The first line with Shalia, Hassel, and Collins on the ice. That puck shot way up in the air, and maybe losing it in the lights was Mukovic, but it was going wider than that anyway. Now Collins centering feed to Hassel. Hassel brings it over the line. There's a shot save made by the Miami goaltender, picked up by Andrew Reisinger, far side. Collins trying to feed it down to Schlia, and Miami comes up with the puck. Knocked off the puck by Hassel, that Miami player, but Miami able to exit the zone and get it down into the Warcats' end of the ice. Just about 4 minutes gone in this first period, a scoreless first period. Westerville Warcats varsity hockey team versus the Miami Junior Redhawks here in Oxford, Ohio, on the campus of Miami University, playing on Pad B as the Miami varsity college hockey team is playing a game against Minnesota Duluth on the main ice. And we're going to have a hooking call on Miami, the first penalty of the game, and the Warcats go into the power play as number 19 for Miami sent off for hooking. And so with the top line just having been out there, this power play is going to start with power play unit number 2, David Reisinger, Caleb Bussey, and Reed Hinton. But the two senior defenders, Snyder and Reisinger, manning the point. It's Miami with possession now of the puck, and the Warcats on the power play sitting back again. And it's been a theme that they have the extra man out there for the power play. They've got to be more aggressive. Miami generally a fairly passive penalty kill team, but forechecking it hard right there is number 3 for Miami. Back behind the goal line, that's Snyder. Cross-ice feed now to Hinton. That was from Andrew Reisinger up on the far point and missing David Reisinger with the pass. The Warcats clearing the zone on the delayed offsides, and it gives Miami all kinds of extra time to pick up the puck and send it down into the Warcats end of the ice, and it's going to be a high sticking as the Warcats touch that puck up, and just really a mess as the start of this power play. The faceoff is going to stay deep in the Warcat zone, but it will give the Warcats a chance to send out Hassel, Shalia, and Collins for the minute and 15 remaining on this power play. Shalia steps in to take the faceoff. Miami getting the best of that, sending something towards the net, but kicked away by Owen Hood. And now it's as if the Warcats playing even strength, but now Hassel bringing it up on the near side. Hassel trying to toe drag the Miami player. Puck goes into the corner, picked up by Hassel again. Hassel off the boards to Hood at the point. Hood sends it back down to Hassel along the half wall. Hassel skates it away from the wall, then back to the corner. Cullen Hassel with the puck on his stick. Sends it back to the point. Hood having a hard time kind of handling that a little bit. Out in front, Collins trying to tip it. And the puck went just wide. Shalia now picks it up. Far side. Shalia curling towards the ice. There's a shot. Save made there by the goaltender for Miami. A blocker save. It goes into the corner where Collins picks it up and gives it to Hassel. Hassel snaps that shot over the net. Near side now. Owen Hood picks it up off the board. Back to Shalia at the high point. Shalia then sends it down low to Hassel. Hassel from the back across the head. Collins back door. And now we have a whistle as I believe the net came off of its supports. But Hassel had Collins sitting back door, and that puck may have went just underneath Collins' blade. And as the goaltender was pushing across, may have pushed off that near post, which knocked it off. 17 seconds remaining on the power play. Warcats going back to unit number 2 here. And Miami able to clear it. And that pretty much should end the power play for the Warcats. Mukovic leaving it behind the net for Snyder. Snyder plays it, just avoiding that forechecker for Miami. And both teams now skating at even strength. Miami had taken that puck away from Snyder, it looked like, and a shot went over the net. David Reisinger with it, the freshman, number 20, sending it up far boards, nobody there. So it trickles into the Miami zone, picked up by Miami's defense. 6.5 gone from the first period. There is no score. Playing 17-minute periods here. Miami wearing the white uniforms. The Warcats wearing their red uniforms. It's Miami bringing the puck into the Warcat zone, taken away by Andrew Reisinger. Skates it behind his own net. Senior captain Andrew Reisinger with the puck on his stick. Now skating over the blue line through the neutral zone and trying to get into Miami's zone. Able to get up on that puck and forecheck it in deeper. In front of the net is Josh Tidge sent his man down to the ice. and was looking for a pass. It comes to the point where Bussy winds up. Here's a shot, goal! Hits the post, and it then comes back out and it goes underneath the goaltender. I thought that was in, but it hit the inside part of the post and bounced right back out to the goaltender for Miami, back close to having a 1-0 lead were these Warcats on a shot by Bussy. Colin Fury now going to go out there with Sean Hunt, and Josh Tidd stays on the ice. Owen Hood and Nicholas Crone, the defenders. Nicholas Crone doing a great job pinning it up against the boards, far side, keeping it in the zone. Goes in behind the net where Tidd tries to forecheck it. Miami gets to it first and is able to exit the zone. Right to Crone at center ice, and then Josh Tidd just flicks it pretty much nowhere. 3 feet into the zone where Miami was able to kick it back out. There's a shot, though, by Tidd towards the net, steered aside by the goaltender for Miami. At the point, Crone trying to send it in deep. Miami had a player behind Crone and kept in nicely by the Warcats. The Warcats, 2 men fall down. It looked like Hunt and Tidd running into each other, perhaps, and Miami able to get it out of the zone. Miami now skating into the Warcats zone. Number 11, cross-ice beach. Save made by Mukovich as it comes off his own defender. Hits the leg of the defender in front, and Mukovich had to be quick to make sure he got a pad on that. Almost disaster. Shalia sends that puck in deep and then chases. Miami behind their own net. Shalia checking the man off the puck, but Miami still with possession to the blue line. Kept in by Hassel. Trying to get it down to Shalia. Comes over the blue line and now trying to retreat. Hassel reaching back to get a piece of that to prevent Miami from getting any further down the ice. Nixon now near side. He's rubbed off the point. No puck. Nobody in front of him. He's trying to maybe force it up the ice near side. Nothing doing there. Collins now behind his own goal. Skates it up to his own blue line. Kept in by Miami. Against the far wall now. It's Collins. He sends it around the boards for Hassel to Shalia. Shalia then tries to chip it towards the center. Wickheiser runs into his man. It's Nixon who picks it up. Nixon skating. Again, the decisions here need to be made a little bit quicker for the Warcats. Shalia sends that puck in deep and then heads off for a change. And even that half second of trying to figure out what they want to do, it allows a Miami player to get all over the Warcats. Diving onto his bench. I didn't see which player that was for the Warcats, but right in front of us, diving over to the bench is one of the Warcats players. David Reisinger passes it across, shot, save made there. Ian Sheely putting it on net. Nice pass by David Reisinger to get that puck across. And so now we're going to have Hinton, Bussy, and Andrew Pollack out there with Whaley and Sheely at the blue line. Pollack falling down behind the net. Miami skating it out of their zone. Now with speed into the Warcats zone. Flips it towards the net where it had to be steered aside by Mukovich. In behind his own net is Ian Sheely, number 93. He sends it up the boards and out of the zone it comes. Fighting to get to it is Pollack. Andrew Pollack then plays it right to a Miami player who sends it to Aiden Whaley on defense. Over to Ian Sheely. Sheely flicks it up towards center ice, looking for Bussy. Bussy now does have it on his stick. He leaves it there for Sheely. Sheely dumps the puck in, and the Warcats make a couple more changes. The puck comes down towards the Warcats blue line. Now Miami with a little bit of space. Here's a shot save made there by Mukovich. Return shot save made by Mukovich. And the Warcats just send the puck out of the zone. Miami from their own zone. Sends it to neutral ice. Centering feed stood up there by Josh Tidd at center ice. And the off-ice neutral, whoever's doing the clock here, screaming at the referees. Doesn't seem very neutral in that sense. Nice pass over to Josh Tidd, 2-on-1. Tidd shot, and it's deflected up over the net. Near side. And it looked like, near side, it looked like maybe Fury trying to jam it in on the side as he got a nice bounce off the backboard. Not sure if Tidd knew that he had Fury up with him on a 2-on-1. And now Tidd saying something to either a referee or a parent or what have you as he skates off the ice. But the Warcats in Miami zone now. Collins, Shalia, and Hassel back out there. Snyder and Reisinger, the defenders. That puck deflects to the net, and Shalia knocked it down right to the goaltender. And now the goaltender hangs on in the blue point paint. And now behind the play, Hassel is hit well after that play and takes exception to it and slashes the Miami player back. They may both be getting penalties here. And these two teams played a very spirited game last time in Columbus. And indeed, the referee is taking two players. And it's Hassel, and it looks like number 12 for Miami here in the first period. 6 minutes to go, scoreless game, and getting a little chippy. Not sure that's in the favor of the Warcats, to be honest. These teams, again, this is the fourth time that they're meeting this season and have quite a bit to say to each other. Face-off, controlled by Miami. Out of the zone, checked there by Collins, near side, now sent into Miami's zone, getting chasing Shalia. Far side, Miami plays it up to the blue line and out of the zone. Stepping into his man was Reisinger. The puck comes all the way down to Snyder. Alex Snyder around the boards. Collins trying to skate it away from that half wall, lost the puck to a Miami player. Now Miami's got it into the Warcats zone. Shalia getting up gingerly and heading to the bench. And we'll keep an eye and make sure that he's all right. Sending it out in front was Collins. Nobody there. Actually, it was David Reisinger tied up in front of the net. And again, it's getting very chippy. Behind the play, Reisinger runs into his man. They come together. And a little extra flick of the stick by Reisinger to that Miami player who was harassing him. The Warcats, of course, very frustrated. Not having the season I'm sure that they wish they had. But there's still time, plenty of games left here late in the season for them to try and make a little bit of noise. And they'd love to get a win against a team here that is actually slightly behind them in the state standings, I believe. So D-to-D pass over to Nixon, who sends it in deep, and the Warcats making a change with Owen Hood now back on defense for Andrew Reisinger. Hinton, Fury, and Bussey are the forwards. Centering feed to Bussey. Bussey now has a little bit of room to work. Gets it into Miami's zone. Winds up. Shots deflected off of the Miami defenseman's stick up into the netting and out of play. Warcats sending out Hunt, Reisinger, and Tidd. Keeping out Nixon and Owen Hood. Round the boards it goes. Miami able to get to it and send it out of the zone. Now 2-on-1. If they hurry, they caught Nixon up the ice, but a good defensive play made there by Hood. Keeps the puck from coming across. Round the boards near side now. Tidd running into his man. It's Hood behind the play. Gets it up over the blue line. Miami regrouping through neutral zone. Sending it to the Warcats blue line. Now over the blue line. David Reisinger chips it back out of the zone. Miami sends it back in. Little pinball action there. Comes to Sean Hunt, who has it immediately played off his stick as he crosses over the blue line. The Miami player then sends it down towards the net. The Warcats up to the blue line, not out. Hit high out of the air. There's going to be high sticking on Owen Hood as he knocked that puck out of the air with the stick above his shoulders. Touched up by David Reisinger. Whistle is blown, and we have 3:35 remaining of the first period of a scoreless game. Shalia back on the ice now to take that face off. Wins it backwards, but nobody back there for the Warcats to take it. So Miami jumps up on the play and keeps it down in the zone. Up to the blue line, now kept in, picked up by Ian Sheely, who's trying to feed it up to Collins. Collins played it off a leg and then inexplicably iced. Nicholas Crone was passing up the near side. I actually didn't see any Warcats player on the near side. And indeed, that was the case. The puck ended up going all the way down the ice for icing. So 3-11, and Shalia is now trying to set his defense up for where he wants to try and win this puck. He leaves it there at the dot, and then he catches a puck in the shin for his trouble, but then skates it out and sends it up to Hassel. Hassel, near side. He shoots that puck wide of the net. Comes far side now, up to the blue line and overskating it with Nicholas Crone. Miami picking up the loose puck now. Miami into the Warcats zone, pulling up just inside the zone, sending the puck in deep was that Miami player. Sheely with the puck. Sheely centering feed to Hassel. Comes off of Hassel's backhand into Miami's, or to Miami's team, number 17, who picks it up and then dumps in the puck. Back to get it is Ian Sheely. Ian Sheely. Bouncing puck behind the net, shot at the side of the net. That Miami player trying to catch Mukovitz going side to side, and the puck actually ended up hitting the side of the net and going back in behind. Through neutral zone now. It's Miami again. There's a centering feed broken up there by Sheely to the corner. Goal scored from an impossible angle. Not impossible enough, though, as it goes in, and Miami takes a 1-0 lead. And I'm not sure how that got in from that angle, but it did. And Miami, with 2:15 remaining in the first period, is up 1-0. Warcats coaches electing to keep that line out there. It's Reisinger, Bussey, and Hinton, who just got scored on. And now it's Miami coming back the other way. There's a shot that goes over the net. And another breakdown on defense. Another shot save made, this time by Mukovitz. Under 2 minutes to go, and Miami looking for another tally here. Not a great shift by the Warcats. Kidd going to come out now with Hunt and Fury. Snyder and Andrew Rising are the defenders. Andrew Rising sends it around the board. Sean Hunt to the puck. Sean Hunt sends it out of the zone. A little too far for Tidd. Tidd able to get a piece of that puck to send it into Miami's zone, and then he falls down on the play. Miami now with all kinds of time to get it out of their zone again. Puck goes in deep for the Warcats, but not much pressure there. Sean Hunt picks up that loose puck. It slides over to Fury. Fury trying to send a backhand towards the net. Didn't get any piece of that. Falls down through the legs. Tidd trying to send it towards the net. We're going to have a penalty here to Miami, I believe, again. And it's touched now by a Miami player. And the penalty is going to be assessed. A cross-checking with 1:14 remaining in the first period. And it is going to be this time number 15. So Miami with the lead, but the Warcats now on the power play. And power play unit of Shalia, Hassel, and Collins back out there. Reisinger and Snyder. And there's a lot of talking going between these two teams. I can tell you that. And a little bit up here in the stands, too. Shalia wins that face off to Snyder. Over to Reisinger. Reisinger, far point. Now skates it down along that half wall. Reisinger is still with it. Reisinger sends it up to Shalia. Shalia's through some feet, gets it to the net, and then it goes into the corner. Picked up there by Hassel. Back to Shalia. Shalia gets it down to Reisinger. Reisinger at the side of the net. This shot hits the goalie, pushes the net off again. And this is a theme now. I think that shot was going to be wide anyway. It was heading in behind the net. But that is the third time now the goaltender has knocked the net off. We're under a minute to play in the first period. Warcats trailing this game 1-0, but on the power play. Stepping in, it's Miami winning that face-off. Hassel trying to get to it, and it comes around the boards where Snyder is able to play it back down to Hassel along the half wall. Hassel from the corner now skates it along that goal line. Hassel over to Reisinger. It was a great pass. Reisinger had trouble handling it. Now it's Collins with the shot save made, and trying to dig it out is Hassel. Wow, great pass, though, by Hassel to Reisinger. And if Reisinger handles that puck cleanly, he's probably looking at an open net to dump that puck into. The Warcats changing up their defense. Ian Sheely and Owen Hood going to take the point now. Shalia stepping in, 33 seconds remaining in the first period. He wins the faceoff. Shalia wins it to Hassel. Hassel now again along that half wall. Here's a shot to the front of the net, and no rebound to be had for Collins. And this is a little look at what Miami does here on the penalty kill. They sag a little bit towards the goaltender and towards the middle. So it does allow some room for the Warcats to skate it from the outside. And we saw that there with Hassel. Loose puck, Shalia trying to get it down to Cowens. Miami picks it up from in front of their own net and then hauled down to the ice, no call. It looked like Cowens may have had his stick tied up in that Miami player. Cowens lost his stick. He ended up dropping it to show that he had nothing to do with it. Now running into his man there was Hassel. Comes near and said, we're going to have a penalty here on the Warcats. Now this will even things up. Shalia touches it up just as the buzzer sounds. And so it's going to be 4-on-4 to start the second period of play. 11 shots on goal for the Warcats. A lot of shots for the Warcats in that period, but nothing getting past the goaltender. 7 shots for Miami, and 1 did get past Aiden Mukovitz. Miami leading this game on the strength of that goal late in the period. 1-0. We take a very quick break here on SammyVision. So we're going to start the second period. Teams are going to be 4-on-4 for 46 seconds, and then Miami's going to be on a power play, provided there are no other penalties called. The Warcats down to this Miami, Ohio team, Miami Redhawks team, 1-0. And this is really the frustration, I think, of the Warcats parents and probably the players as well. This is a team, this Warcats team absolutely handled this Miami team early in the season. And it really looked like this Miami team shouldn't even be on the same ice as the Warcats. And now the Warcats seem to have the opposite effect here. And I think the parents want to see this team improving over the course of the season. And, of course, unsure whether that's the case. But it's now 4-on-4 hockey. It's Shalia out there with Collins. Miami bringing that puck into the Warcat zone. In behind the net. Checked off the puck was Aiden Whaley. Now to the side of the net. Aiden Whaley running into the net after the play. Mukovitz has the puck underneath him. And some yelling going on by Warcat parents and Red Hawk coaches, I guess. And a penalty being assessed to Alex Snyder for cross check. Wow. All right. So now the Warcats parents even less happy as a cross-checking call to Alex Snyder. I didn't even see him involved in that play at all. I saw Aiden Whaley in his own net. So now 4-on-3 for 31 seconds, and then it'll be a 5-on-3 advantage. So Shalia is going to be out there with, looks like Nixon and Ian Shealy, and that puck bounces way up in the air now behind the goal line, where Shalia picks it up and clears it down the ice. Miami back to get that from their own zone on the power play, 4-on-3. And we'll be 5-on-3 in another 10 seconds, bringing it over the Warcats zone. Shot from distance right on to Mukovitz, who saves it. And then the Warcats trying to clear it, couldn't get it out of the zone. Along the boards it goes. Now it's a 5-on-3 advantage for Miami at the point. There's a shot that goes nowhere near the net. Not sure what the Miami player was doing there. That was not a smart play for 5-on-3. Shooting it from that distance and nowhere near the net. It came right to the Warcats player who was able to clear it. Warcats able to get a fresh leg out there. Would have liked to see them change one of the defenders. It's Caleb Bussey, though, up on the forward, and he gets it back into the zone where Miami has to retreat to get it. Miami again, 5-on-3 power play, trying to set something up out of the zone, hitting it through neutral ice. Ian Shealy back to defend with Andrew Reisinger with a great job there by Reisinger to get his stick down and in the path of that pass. It comes to the point for Miami. Near point now, sliding it across in the shot, goal scored. And Miami will stay on the power play. One of them will expire, and it's a power play goal. And now it's 2-0 Miami. The penalties coming back to haunt the Warcats there. And I can't say whether or not they were the most fair penalties or not. They were assessed. And this has certainly been a problem for the Warcats. And now we're a little bit of delay as maybe they're taking one of the penalties off the board. Indeed, they do. So Snyder going to serve 40 more seconds. It was an extra penalty given to Hassel. So he's going to be in the box. He's serving some kind of misconduct penalty because his minor penalty was served by Josh Kidd. So Hassel's still in the box, but it's Snyder who's serving the remainder of the minor penalty that he got for cross-checking. Shalia from his own zone spins around and gets it to Miami's blue line where the Miami player retreats back into his own zone. Spinning him around again is Shalia, trying to be fairly aggressive on the penalty kill. Now, good pass by David Reisinger up to Shalia just over the blue line. Shalia got tied up. And now it's going to be another penalty to Andrew Reisinger. And his brother, David Reisinger, comes in to protect him. And he's having none of it. And now the Miami player throws David Reisinger's helmet across the ice. Parents are going crazy. And it's getting pretty crazy out here on the ice. So penalties are certainly going to be assessed. I'm not sure what we're going to end up getting, but it's going to be multiple. David Reisinger sitting in the box at the moment. And it's 2-0. And the parents now kind of going at it here in the stands. As you can imagine, the Miami coach turned around and said something to the fans. And I said these two teams maybe have played one too many times. I'll take that on myself as the scheduler for this team, but it is getting pretty crazy here at the rink. And so we are getting something sorted out. Reisinger was talking to the referee. Both the captains are talking. We're trying to sort out whatever the penalties are going to be here. Certainly not what the Warcats want here. It's 14:43 remaining in the second period. The Warcats are down 2-0. to a Miami team that I don't know that they're as talented, but I've been saying that for a long time. This Warcats team has been very, very disappointing this season. So now the referee's talking to the official score, it looks like, to write down whatever it is he's going to write down. So it's the officials who are taking notes, it looks like. I mean, David Reisinger's helmet was ripped off of his head and thrown across the ice. He came in to get the back of his older brother. Andrew Reisinger ran into the Miami player in the neutral zone, and the penalty was being called on that play, even though Reisinger was playing the man who had the puck. Not sure what that call was. I don't know if they called charging because of the distance he came from. But then a Miami player, way after the fact, just put Andrew Reisinger down on the ice. And David came over immediately and jumped on that player and then had his helmet ripped off and thrown across the ice. And that's where we're sitting right now. So explanations being given to the coach of Miami, at least at this point, happening right in front of us. This setup is very similar to the ice house. The fans essentially hanging right over the benches. And so we'll just see what we're having to sort out. Mukovitz keeping himself loose, skating over by the goal. The Miami goaltender stretching out in his goal. And so a 5-minute major being given to number 16 for Miami, it looks like. Although it was number 18 in the box, I believe. A 2-minute minor to David Reisinger, and I think that's it. And so it looks like we're going to have perhaps 5-on-5. You got to tell them to watch your language too, though. That's what he's saying. It's both. Yeah, that's part of the issue. So it looks perhaps that the Warcats on the power play. We're not. So Crone now going to the box. So he is serving some kind of extra penalty. And so it is 4-on-4 hockey, it looks like, after all that. Andrew Reisinger with the puck. He skates it, or passes it up to Cowan's far side. Cowens gets by one man to the shot, shoots it over the net. Near side, picked up by Reisinger. Back to Sheely. Sheely with the shot that goes just wide of the net. Now below that goal line, Miami trying to feed it out of the zone. And indeed, they're able to escape the zone. Back into the Warcat zone. Winding up and not getting any of that was a Miami player, but it bounced right back to his stick, now taken away by Sheely. Sheely now through the neutral zone, trying to get it up on the near side, picked up there by Cowan. Cowan slides it across the Shalia shot, just wide of the net. Shalia missed the net. Great pass there by Cowan. Bouncing puck now. Reisinger rides his man off the puck, but he needs to turn around. The puck was right behind him. Miami able to escape the zone. At the blue line, Sheely picks the pocket at Miami player. Now feeds it across this time to Shalia. Shalia winds up. Here's a shot, save made, and now held on by the Miami goaltender. And Ian Sheely sits his man down in front of the net. And so it looks like some rink official up here in the crowd with the fan, maybe to keep an eye on things. I don't know. It's certainly a crazy situation here. It's Miami now with the puck and a 2-goal lead, bringing it into the Warcat zone. Owen Hood back to the ball. He knocks his man down, then takes the puck. Probably an interference type of situation there. No call. Bussy with the puck now near side. Bussy brings it over the blue line. Bussy still with it. There's a shot save made there by the goaltender for Miami. Puck goes into the corner, picked up by the Miami player who now is able to skate it out of the zone. Through neutral ice, dumping it in, and heading to the bench was that Miami player. Alex Snyder back to get it. He cycles it back in behind the net, but nobody was there. It comes up near side where Bussy tries to get into it. Hood comes together with his man along the boards, but it's free to a Miami player with a little bit of room now past to the far point. There's a shot deflects off of Snyder, it looked like, and maybe went over the net. Miami now from the corner, passing it back, and the Warcats about to go on the power play as the minor penalty to David Reisinger expires, and the Warcats on the man advantage. Bussy leaves the puck there for Owen Hood, and a very, very slow and deliberate power play now. Hood with the puck. He slides it across ice to Snyder from the point. Shot, rebound, comes down. Picked up there by Shalia, winds up, shot, save made, goes up into the netting and out of play. And the Miami goaltender, a lot of these shots from distance, yes, but he has been equal to each and every one of them so far. So 12-14 remaining in the second period. Warcats trying to get their power play set up. Now they're going to leave Shalia out there. They bring out Collins and Fury as Hassel is still in the box. So Fury now a winger on the power play here. Sheely and Andrew Reisinger. Sheely to that puck gets just enough of it so Collins can keep it in. Collins at the point with it. Collins over to Reisinger. Reisinger cross-ice speed. Sheely had abandoned his position, trying to get back to his defensive position. Reisinger ended up sending it just to the corner then. Now Reisinger gets it back. Sends it over to Shalia. Shalia near side. He hits it off of a leg. Bouncing puck. Wind up shot. It hits another leg in front. And Miami able to clear the zone. Through neutral ice. Reisinger picks it up and gives it over to Collins far side. Collins. He winds up. There's a shot and a save made by the goaltender for Miami. 1:50 remaining on the power play for the Warcats. Trying to get to that puck, and they do. It's Reisinger, who is then knocked out the puck and knocks his man down to the ice and then goes back into his man against the boards and gets the puck. Good job by Reisinger. Sends it up to Collins, who was sitting right in front of the net in the slot. And Collins fanned on the shot. In behind the net it goes. Bussy back to try and get it, but it's Miami who's forechecking. Now dug out there by, it looked like maybe Colin Fury. No, Ian Sheely. And it was an errant pass sent through the neutral zone. Up to Alex Snyder. Snyder trying to split the defense. Snyder now, it looks like playing an offensive position. Snyder still with it. Cross-ice speed. Knocked high out of the air by Sheely. But Miami touches it. It was the Warcats who were going to be called for high stick and kept in by Sheely at the blue line. Sheely still with it. That shot steered aside by the goaltender for Miami. Around the boards it goes. 43 seconds remaining on the power play. Shalia with it. There's a shot deflected in front by Snyder, it looked like, and held on by the goaltender. Goaltender has been, as I said, very serviceable here for Miami. He hasn't let anything in, and the Warcats certainly have had their shots, but many of those shots are coming from a bit of distance. So the goaltender is getting plenty of time to see that. Now Hinton, Fury, Shalia, and it looks like they're changing things around a little bit. So Shalia wasn't sure where he was supposed to go. It looked like they're sending him back to the point. Regardless, it's Hinton now with the puck. Hinton trying to feed it out in front. Miami sends it in below that goal line. Now comes the Hood around the near side. Hood skating away from his man. A little bit of room, then flips it over the net. Comes out in from behind the net where Miami has and flips it up the board. Kept in by Snyder. Down to Shalia. Shalia back to Snyder. There's a shot save made. Not as much on that as Snyder may have liked. 10 seconds remaining to the major penalty on the Miami player number 18, I believe it is. And we'll be back to 5-on-5 hockey. We're under 10 minutes to play here in the second period after a lengthy delay to sort out a nasty penalty situation. The puck comes to Aiden Whaley. He sends it over to his partner, Chase Nixon, who then just dumps it in. Penalty's over. So the Miami killing off a major penalty. The Warcats, nothing to show for it. Down 2-0. Good back check by Hinton. Steals the puck in the neutral zone, but Miami picks it right back up and sends it in deep. We're actually right on to Mukovitz, who has to make a save, and he leaves it there for his defender. Now Cowens cannot skate away from that player. Picked up there by Nixon. Nixon up to Bussy. Bussy up to Cowens. Cowens over the blue line. Cowens still with it. He tries to get something towards the net. Deflected away by Miami. Sean Hunt back to the blue line for Nixon. Wind up shot deflected over the net. That was Colin Fury who got a piece of that. Into the near corner. Cowens was in on that play trying to get to it, but it's Miami who escapes and dumps it into the Warcat zone. And there's a pass sent to nobody in particular by Sean Hunt. Miami takes it. Near side it comes, number 11, Perez. Steps over the blue line and shoots it. A little wide of the far post, up at the blue line, kept in there by Miami. Chipped by Whaley, who then tries to get back to a defensive posture. And Miami actually sends it out of their own zone, so no icing. And it was played there by the goaltender of Miami anyway. 8 minutes to play. Second period. Warcats down 2-0. Behind the net, hard around came up off the boards and hit a Miami player. Looked like in the helmet. Miami able to clear the zone, getting it into the Warcats zone, trying to play something off the board from the corner. Andrew Reisinger picks that puck up. Reisinger now with some speed takes it out of the zone. Now Reisinger through neutralized. Reisinger still with it, trying to toe drag the defender. And not a bad play there by Reisinger as he had a couple players making a change. We're going to have icing here, I think, on Miami. Yes, indeed we do. So the Warcats are going to be able to make the rest of their line changes. 7:32 remaining second period. Again, Warcats trailing this game 2-0. So down by 2 goals. Offensive zone faceoff. Bussy, Shalia, and Andrew Pollack. Owen Hood and Bryce Wickheiser on defense. Fanning on that shot was Bussy. Now skating circles is Pollack. That puck comes near side. And over the blue line, Wickheiser wasn't able to keep it in and then has to play position to get to that puck before a Miami player took it away from him. Near side, it comes out of the zone, but right to a Miami player. And Warcats just giving the puck away now at a exponential rate, it seems like. Bryce Wickheiser, near side to Bussy. Bussy up to Shalia. It comes off the Shalia skate. Left their neutral zone and picked up again by Miami. A Miami player falls down over the blue line as he's letting that puck go. It went wide of the net. Wickheiser in behind the net. Owen Hood coming over to help. Owen Hood then just chips it out of the zone. It was played there by Pollack. Pollack trying to play it again. It's at his skate. Shalia comes in and picks up the loose puck. Shalia, near side, sends it off the boards, maybe looking for Bussy. It comes right to the neutral zone where Miami picks it up again. Miami flips it in and sends the Warcats retreating. Bryce Wickheiser around the boards of Bussy. Bussy not able to get a piece of that, so it comes right up to the point for Miami. Miami player now down from the corner. Leaving there, it's Bussy who picks it up, and then he's going to ice the puck. It may hit the goaltender. The goaltender has to play it, so icing waved off as that puck goes in on net and gives the Warcats a chance to change. Miami trying to catch the Warcats in that change. Here's a shot from quite a bit of distance. Not much on it. Mukovitz leaves it there for, it looked like Ian Sheely. Cowens, Tidd, and Hinton, your 3 forwards. Miami at the point of the shot deflected, and it hits Mukovitz in the glove. And now it's deflected up into the netting and out of play. .539 remaining in the second period. Hinton taking the face-off, won by Miami. Back to their point now along the half wall. Losing it was that Miami player, Snyder. Snyder sends it across to Sheely. Ian Sheely. Cross-ice speed now up to Cowens in the neutral zone. Cowens skates it into the zone. Cowens winds up. Shot. Save made there by the goaltender. Collins was looking far side, far post with that shot. Sheely with the puck. Up to Tid. Tid has Collins with him. He slides it over to Collins. Collins winds up again. This time it's blocked by a Miami player in front. And now high up in the air, and the puck goes over the Warcats bench and almost into the crowd with 5:05 remaining in the first period. Thank you to all the fans watching. I know it's not always the cleanest broadcast. The technology doesn't always work the way we want, but the SammyVision fans, I appreciate your loyalty and listening in and hanging with me. The Warcats down 2-0 here to this Miami Red Hawk team here in Oxford, Ohio. Shalia with the puck. He winds up, shot and misses. Not by much. Puck bounces over Sean Hunt's stick. Sean Hunt able to get it back to Nicholas Crone from the neutral zone, who then gives it away to a Miami player. Back to Crone. And it may be a little unfair to say he's giving away. Now Shalia picks it up and trying to get around that Miami player, trip and draws the penalty. Good move by Shalia. And as soon as he felt that contact, he went down. So he knew he'd draw the penalty. And Hassel finally able to come out of the box. But as I was saying, to be fair to Nicholas Crone, he's a defender, and his job is to get that puck up the ice. And if the forwards aren't there, it does look like a giveaway. But I'd rather have the defenseman try and get the puck up the ice. It's now going to be Hassel, Shalia, Cowens, Reisinger, and Snyder. And the Warcats on the power play. Won by Miami cleanly. And again, the Warcats, it's every single shift. You can't say that it's just one line. It's sitting back sometimes instead of pressuring the puck, especially on the power play. I don't know exactly. I mean, they're the ones who need the urgency. It's not Miami. Miami's happy to just sit back and let the play happen. Cowens along that half wall, trying to get to it. He's trying to slide it down to Hassel. Eventually, Snyder able to get to it, but nobody down there except for a Miami player gets to it first. Shalia in the forecheck, able to help keep that puck from coming out of the zone. Reisinger kept it in. Now Hassel with it. There's a shot save made as Hassel spun around and sent it towards the net. And now Miami trying to get in behind Andrew Reisinger. There's a shot from a long way away. No chance of that coming anywhere near a goal. Bucket gets easily able to steer that aside. Snyder up to Cowens. Cowens skates that through the neutral zone. Now Cowens gains the blue line, drop passes it for Reisinger. Reisinger across the Shalia. Shalia trying to backhand something towards the net. He was tied up by a Miami defender. Actually looked like they had something cooking there. Not a bad play. Snyder with the puck. Up to Reisinger, who kicks it back to Snyder. Snyder, loose puck now through neutral zone. Chips it up ahead now to Hinton. Hinton trying to feed it across. It looked like maybe to Colin Fury. And the puck comes all the way back down into the Warcats. And we're under 3 minutes of play in the second period. Sheely back to get it. Ian Sheely cycles it back in behind the net. Picked up there by Snyder. Snyder cross-ice feed stolen by a Miami player. And the puck trickles out of the zone. Miami happy to get it and skate back into their own zone to kill some more time off the power play and then dump it down. Sheely back to get it below his own goal line now behind his net. 2.5 to play in the period. The penalty about to expire. Caleb Bussey looking for the cross-ice feed over the Miami player's stick. Hinton was able to get to it momentarily. Now a high stick there by Miami, who touches that. Ooh, referee taking a sweet old time blowing his whistle on that one. But both teams now skating back at full strength as the faceoff is going to be deep in Miami's zone. Shalia Hassel Collins is going to take the ice again with Ian Sheely and Owen Hood at the point. Shalia taking that face off, winning it there back to Hassel. Hassel from the half wall, trying to skate it down towards the corner, taken away by a Miami player, and then skating it out of zone. And Owen Hood gets into his man. Again, as the rules are written, that's his interference, but they haven't called it, so at least it's been consistent. Ian Sheely now to the point, he's going to get a penalty. Well, I guess there's the call. Sheely going to get a tripping call here as the Miami player fell over his stick. It was certainly nothing deliberate. Not really anything I think she could do. His stick got kind of caught up in the Miami player's skate, and you are responsible for your own stick. And so the Warcats may be killing a penalty for the remainder of the second period, already down by 2 goals. Miami does have a power play goal, came on a 5-on-3, a slap shot from distance that beat Mukovic. Miami trying to set something up, but the puck bounces over the defenseman's stick and out of the zone. Now back up to the Warcats blue line, and Miami on the delayed offsides had to touch back up, so a little more time taken off the clock. Very close to offsides there on Miami. David Reisinger's finally out of the box. He's probably the freshest player out there, and he sends that puck down towards Miami's zone and now is up on the plate of forecheck. Everybody else for the Warcats sitting back, and now Reisinger retreats. And it's a very passive penalty kill for the Warcats. Reisinger gets a piece of that, comes back to Nixon. Nixon sends it back down into Miami's zone. The Miami player now behind his own net on the power play, looking to break it out. Hassel swipes at it, but Miami able to get out of zone. Under a minute to play, second period. Miami up 2-0. Hassel getting into his man. Good job by Hassel on the penalty kill. That puck, Miami trying to play it out in front. It's at the side of the net. Mukovic trying to get a blocker on it. Still, it's just a little bit out of Mukovic's reach. Miami able to keep it in below that goal line. Now up to the point. And stolen away by Fury. Fury trying to get in behind the defense. Fury skating through the neutral zone. One man to beat. He pulls up to take some more time off the clock. The Warcats, though, are getting close to a situation where they're going to have to take some chances, though. And it was Hassel who was checked into the bench area. Taken away by Collins. Shot save made. Collins from point-blank range didn't have a lot of room to work. He tried to go top shelf, and the goaltender got just enough of it. 8 seconds remaining in the second period. Miami now going to be content to perhaps run the rest of this period out without any damage taking place here and taking their 2-goal lead into the locker room. And so, at the end of 2 periods of play, it is the Miami Junior Redhawks 2 and the Warcats 0. The Warcats certainly showing some offense from a shots on goal perspective. 11 shots on goal that period, just like they had in the first. So 22 shots on goal for the Warcats. 6 shots on goal for Miami that period, 13. So the Warcats out shooting Miami 22-13, but trailing 2-0 on kind of a fluky goal from the corner, from a crazy angle, and then a 5-on-3 power play goal. And that's where we sit right now for the Warcats. We're going to take a short break as the ice is resurfaced. Join me on the other side of this break on SammyVision. This is your host, Sam Shalia, of course, bringing you all the action live. We'll be back in just a couple minutes. All right, we're back here. I'm SammyVision getting ready to start the third period of play. 17 more minutes to go. And the Warcats certainly have a lot of work to do, down by 2 goals. And the third period really has been, well, no really great way to say it, a disaster for the Warcats this season. No better time to turn that around than right now, though. They are killing off a penalty at the end of that period. Ian Sheely picking up a penalty. And so it's the Warcats down a man and down by 2 goals. Shalia and Collins are the two forwards out there. Now Hassel picks up that puck. And now both teams skating 5-on-5 as Hassel had just come out onto the ice. There's a shot save made there by Mukovich. In behind the goal line. Being played there by Hassel. He's trying to get a streaking Collins on the far side. And wasn't able to connect. Now behind the goal line, it's Snyder. Cross-ice feed up to Collins. Collins along the half wall. Patiently waiting. Skates away from one Miami player. Some of the Warcats making a change, so Collins dumps it in. And then behind the defense, David Reisinger trying to chase that puck down. Reisinger now on the forecheck. Good job by David Reisinger. He falls down to the ice. The rest of his teammates show up. Hinton to the front of the net. That pass or that puck came right on the Hinton stick. He was standing right in front of the net, but couldn't make anything happen with it. Maybe be a little bit surprised that puck stuck to his blade as well as it did. Bussey now picks that puck up through the neutral zone. Backhands it in towards the goaltender for Miami. Bussey skating up on the goaltender with a little bit of urgency. The goaltender hanging on for the faceoff. Just the beginning stages of this third period. Warcats down by 2 goals. Tidd, Colin Fury, Sean Hunt out there with Owen Hood and Ian Sheely. And Sean Hunt's getting a lot more ice time these last couple games, and his effort has been there. And so the coach is rewarding him. Ian Sheely back at the blue line. Slides it to Tidd. Good centering feed. Tidd immediately, though, tied up. Couldn't work anything towards the net. Miami now able to get it out of the zone. They dump it into the Warcats zone, and then a couple plays for Miami head off for a change as Owen Hood back to get the puck over to Ian Sheely. Cross ice looking for Hunt. Hunt spun himself around. Comes through the neutral zone where Miami sends it back in, and perhaps Miami going to try and spend 15 minutes of dumping the puck into the Warcat zone. Sheely now skating it from below his own goal line, gets it to the blue line, then again Miami dumping the puck back in. Owen Hood now below his goal line. Far side, up down the boards, missing Sheely with that pass. And Miami gets the puck through the neutral zone, dumps it back in, and sends the Warcats retreating. And that's been the theme now of the last couple minutes of play. Now forechecking it is that Miami player, trying to get to it and Ian Sheely. Sheely outnumbered. A couple Miami players in there below the goal line. In your own zone, I'd like to see the Warcats have 2 on that puck instead of giving so much time and space to Miami. But there's a lot of things I would like I'm not necessarily going to get. Bouncing puck. Played nicely there by Owen Hood. And then he loses it as he was trying to make something happen, skating it out of his own far side. Miami sending it in behind the Warcats goal, and we're going to have a penalty here. Tripping behind the play, and wow. This is just a frustration from the Warcats. This is Ian Sheely taking this penalty. 2 minutes for tripping, completely behind the play, and I know he's frustrated, but it sure puts the Warcats behind the 8 ball again. Killing off a penalty and down by 2 goals makes things a little more difficult. Shalia and Hassel out there. Nixon and Wickeisner. Shalia down the ice to try and forecheck that. Goaltender makes a nice little move to keep it away from Shalia. Faked one way, went the other. And I was going to have icing here on Miami on their power play. So a break there for the Warcats, and perhaps, depending on the face-off, We'll see if they can get something going. They're two top face-off. The two top face-off players for the Warcats are out there, Shalia and Hassel. Shalia going to step in and take this one. Shalia takes it as one cleanly by Miami. So much for getting something happening off the face-off. Taken away by Shalia, and that a little more aggressive on the penalty kill. That's what happens. Then Shalia sends a shot rocketing over the net. Not a bad shot from that distance. He pulled up. I think he was hoping Hassel would come up with him to help take that extra chance. Now bouncing puck played there by Mukovitz. Wickizer trying to get his stick to it. It comes near side along that half wall up to the point. And you can definitely see Shalia is playing a lot more aggressively on this penalty kill. Again, just out of the reach of Shalia, trying to get an accuracy. And that puck hit Hassel up high, and he goes down immediately. And the puck sent in Miami. Now Hassel's back up to his feet, but not feeling very good. And if he can get that down the ice and get off the ice and kind of collect himself, I'm sure he'd be a lot happier. Not sure exactly where that got him, but got him up high. Good thing for Hassel to pop back up and then eventually clear that puck. So Collins is going to be out there now with David Reisiger, Aiden Whaley, and Andrew Reisiger, the two defenders. Miami setting up in the Warcat zone to the blue line. That chip down towards the net. Handled nicely by Andrew Reisiger, who clears the zone. This is all well and good, but the Warcats are down by 2 goals. 15 seconds remaining on the power play for Miami. Miami skating it up the ice now near side. David Reisiger trying to reach around and get a piece of that puck. Drop pass at the blue line, shot 35 feet wide of the net. Cedric Collins picking it up in the corner. Cedric Collins spinning away from one man, trying to spin away from a second. Lost it into the corner. Miami picks it up. Below the goal line, now dumping it back to his teammate, was that Miami player. Cycling it in here behind the goal line. Miami's doing a good job. Then sending it out in front. Cleared away by Aiden Whaley. Picked back up by Miami again. Whaley able to get an active stick on that. And it gets it to David Reiser. The penalty has expired, so both teams skating 5-on-5. Collins getting around his man, and then a shot save made by the goaltender for Miami. Collins a decent look down low. Got it to his backhand. And the goaltender sliding across and making the save. Bussy, Fury, and Tid, now your forwards. Face off, kept there at the dot by Bussy. Now Miami able to get it and poke it out of the zone past Owen Hood, 2-on-1. Snyder's the only man back. Shot, save made, rebounded, save made again by Mukovitz. As Miami took the first shot, it was a good save by Mukovitz, who gave up a giant rebound. It bounced over a Miami player's stick and then ended up finding itself on the blade of another Miami player, trailing the play. Mukovitz sliding across to make that save. Shalia stepping in to take the face-off. Hassel knew exactly where that puck was going to go. He jumped the play, and now trying to get it up to Collins with Shalia, and now it's Hassel with it. Hassel's got Collins with him. There's a shot. Hits the goaltender in the mask. Save made. Shalia goes for it. Hamburger! Santo Shalia! I think the goaltender may have still been stunned by that shot by Collins that hit him right in the mush. And the Warcats are back in this game, 2-1. Shalia, knowing that goaltender had just come off saving one with his mush, had left that far side open. A turnaround shot finds itself. The puck finds its way into the back of the net, and the Warcats now down just 2-1. Plenty of time to go. 11-12 remaining on the clock. Shalia, Collins, and Hassel out there again. Hassel with that puck, trying to kick it towards Collins. Miami comes up with it and skates it into the Warcat zone. There's a shot that did not miss by much. And below that goal line, Ian Sheely up on the puck, pokes it towards the boards. But Miami, again, sending several men below that goal line to forecheck it. And that's a really smart play, especially with the lead. And now we're going to have a penalty here. No goal. The puck did go into the net. No goal on the play. Waved off immediately. And I believe it's a penalty, actually, to Miami prior to that. That's why no goal. And arguing with the referee, as most of the players do, is number 3 being sent off for slashing. Now the Warcats really with an opportunity. They've got to get this power play going. They're going to start with Hinton, Bussy, and David Reisinger. I'd almost think about taking a timeout. I know there's a lot of time left in the period, and maybe too much to take a timeout here. They may find it somewhat useful later in the game. We'll see. Here's Reisinger bringing the puck through the neutral zone into Miami zone. Reisinger with the shot save made. Loose puck in the blue paint, far side. Comes to Hinton, who backhands it into the corner. Andrew Reisinger with it again. Andrew Reisinger makes things happen when he has the puck. He tries to slide it toward net. He's looking for a tip from his brother David. It did not come. Miami was able to get to it first. And now Andrew Reisinger back to that puck. He times that perfectly to keep it out of reach of the Miami player. Bussy with it. Cross-ice speed and Hinton not able to handle the pass. It goes trickling into Miami's zone. Hinton to forecheck it. It comes to Snyder with the shot that hits the goaltender. Goaltender got a blocker on that near side now. Reisinger wasn't able to keep it in, and it's Miami skating it out of the zone. Snyder back to defend. Backhand shot goes in behind the net. Good play by Snyder to force that player to the outside. Around the boards it goes. Out of the reach of David Reisinger. Miami keeping it in. It is Miami that is the one that is killing the penalty, and Miami's got possession. They dump it back to Snyder, who then tries to settle it down, and a stretch pass for David Reisinger doesn't connect. Icing on the power play. Again, it's not something that I enjoy. It does allow power play unit number 1 to get out there. Shalia, Collins, and Hassel. Owen Hood and Ian Shealy are on the blue line for the Warcats. Hassel up to Collins. Collins skates it towards the middle of the ice, now into the zone. Collins sends something towards the net and gets his own deflected shot. From the corner, it's Hassel. Hassel back to Hood. It kind of trickles back to Hood. Hood then, it's just a really, really tough play there. Hood shoots the puck. It hits the shin pad of a guy standing directly in front of him. And this will pretty much end the power play, too. And now another errant pass. And then not a great sequence for back up to his feet, gets his stick, and thanks Collins for looking after him. 8:01 remaining in the third period, and we're going to see what the call here is, as it looks like number 6 for Miami is going to get an interference call, and the Warcats are going to go back to the power play. And Hassel asking the referee how it's just a minor. Getting encouragement now from the Warcats fans. They know that this is, this is an opportunity, certainly. Another power play, back-to-back power plays, and the Warcats got to get something cooking. Shalia, Hassel, and Collins back out there again. They've seen a lot of ice time, but this is the group that needs to get it done, and it's won cleanly by Miami. And again, you see the Warcats just sitting back, knocked out of the air by Hassel, but out of the zone it comes. I would love to see, even if you don't win that face-off, to send players towards that puck. Make Miami have to do something quickly with it. Snyder leaves it there for Hassel, who's then immediately interfered with, no call. And they have not called that, to be fair. Hassel with it. Hassel still with it on his backhand. Now below the goal line, Hassel protecting that puck. From the corner now, Hassel with it. Hassel gets it to the point to Snyder. Down to Hassel. He's looking to get it to Shalia. It is Shalia who has it. Shalia behind the net now with it. With some room to skate. Shalia still with it. Curling with it. Shalia sends it down to Collins. Takes the hit, but it leaves Collins open. Back to Shalia at the point. Shalia winds up. That hits a leg in front by Miami, and they're able to clear the puck into the neutral zone. Looking for a cross-ice feed, and it does not connect. And Miami able to get it back down into the Warcat zone under a minute to go on the man advantage. And Miami forechecking the heck out of that puck up in the Warcat zone. Andrew Reisinger trying to skate it out of the zone. He does eventually get the puck. His brother falls down, and it looked like interference. Actually, he didn't fall down on his own accord. Miami knocked him down right at center ice. No call. Back to Ian Shealy. 27 seconds on the man advantage. It's Ian Shealy bringing the puck up the ice. Ian Shealy still with it. Sends it over to Reisinger. That's close to offsides. Reisinger hit from behind. Gets back up. Protects the puck. Gets a little space. Trying to pick his pocket, and the Miami player did eventually get enough of it and send it down. And that will probably end this power play for the Warcats. So another opportunity for the Warcats squandered. And a very lazy pass. Picked off by Miami at neutral zone. Perez for Miami, number 11, skating into Ian Shealy. Shealy coming out with the puck, leaving it there for Hood, and unbelievable. We are going to get another penalty. Is this going to be on Hinton tripping behind the play? Wow. 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 So, of course, the Warcats' parents upset as the tripping center ice on David Reisinger not called. But behind the play, a little ticky-tack tripping called on Hinton. And wow, it's 5:48 remaining in this game. Warcats down by a goal. Miami on the power play. And the parents giving a Bronx cheer. The parents giving a Bronx cheer to the referee. And the clock still running for who knows why. Hassel able to identify that. A lot of banter here at the rink. A lot of banter. A lot of banter. And the one guy shaking his head, the knucklehead Miami, Ohio parent who refuses to wear a mask. SammyVision calling this game play-by-play wearing a mask, but for some reason, that gentleman, he doesn't know how to wear a mask when he calls the game. Did the same thing in Columbus. There's a shot saved right there by Mukovic. 5:20 remaining in the period. The Warcats down by a goal and shorthanded at the moment. Behind the goal line, now out to the far slot, now back to the corner, now along the far half wall. Up to the blue line. There's a one-timer that goes nowhere near the net. Comes out, and then back down to the corner. Skating up with it is that player up for the blue line, and then leaving it back in the field. Again, the return feed save made by Mukovic. Has a very nice, well-executed play by Miami. That shot hits a skate in front. I think Owen Hood got a piece of that, and it goes into the corner. Miami still with that puck, playing it away from Hood. Goal scored. Power play goal for Miami, and that puts the Warcats down by 2 goals again. Power play goal for Miami puts Miami up 3-1 with 4:33 remaining. Bussy, Reisinger, and Collins out there now. Wow, that penalty hurt. That goal hurt. Quick eyes are with the puck below the goal line. Around the boards it comes to David Reisinger. Reisinger up to Collins. Collins skating with it near side. Collins winding up, has that puck hit the side of the net. Partially deflected by a Miami player. 2 players come together in behind the net. Now Miami dumps it back down the ice. And it is icing. A little bit of a delayed whistle, but icing with just under 4 to play. 4 minutes in the third period. The Miami Junior Redhawks up 3-1. Warcats with a goal early in the third period. Miami answers on the power play. And that is where we sit here. The Warcats send out Hinton now takes the place of Collins on the line. And Miami with the puck through neutral zone. Bounces around. Comes out of the zone. Played there by Bussey. Caleb Bussey trying to feed it ahead to David Rising, just out of his reach. Miami players skating patiently behind his own net. Now up to the blue line, chips it out, and it bounces over Andrew Risinger's stick. Snyder able to retrieve it. Snyder skating it back towards his own goal line, harassed there by a Miami player. Cycles it in behind his net to Andrew Risinger. Risinger then loses the puck. Now it comes back to Snyder. Snyder spinning away from one Miami player. Coming up on 3 minutes to play in the game. Shalia with it in the corner, looking to get a cross-ice feed to Risinger, deflected by Miami, who sends it back down into the corner. Snyder leaves it there for Hinton. And then Hinton looking to maybe ice it. 2:52. The Warcats got to take some chances. Andrew Risinger now with it, far side. Risinger still with it. Risinger has it played off his stick and then out of the zone. Miami able to get it to the Warcats blue line where Hassel picks it off. Hassel with the shot from distance, bounces off a couple legs. Collins picks up the loose puck, trying to slide it down towards the net. Never made its way all the way down there. In the neutral zone now is Ian Sheely, leaving it there for Collins. Collins skates around a couple players into the corner, protecting it, but he's got two Miami players on him, and how is that not a boarding call? Back to Sheely, that shot goes just wide. Shalia sends it up to the front of the net, save made. Collins then cross-checks the goaltender, and the puck comes out of the zone. That puck came right out in front, and Collins got a good look at it. And we are going to get a whistle. And a timeout. Westerville. The referee talking to one of the Warcats players. So let's reset it here. 2:01 remaining in the third period. The Warcats trailing this game 3-1 against the Miami Junior Redhawks. Warcats giving up 2 power play goals. That's the difference in the game. It's 1-1 at 5-on-5. 2 power play goals. One of them of the 5-on-3 variety, scored by Miami at the beginning of the second period. Shalia getting on the board here in the third period, cut it to 2-1. But Miami scoring that power play goal a few minutes ago. Went back up by 2 goals. It's a monumental challenge here. 2:01 remaining in the game. The Warcats have got to try and get something quick. Easier said than done. Coming off a timeout, the referee blows his whistle, emphatically blowing his whistle to get the players to come away from the bench and resume play here. Shalia, Hassel, Collins going to go out there with Andrew Reisinger and Alex Snyder. Shalia taking the face off, but Miami picks it up and brings it into the Warcat zone, and then actually not a bad look by Miami. Sending on, I cannot believe this. I cannot believe that they just called that after having not called the hit on Cedric Collins on the other end of the ice. Playing the puck was Andrew Reisinger. He sent his man down to the ice hard, and he's sent to the box, and he's getting a misconduct. That is Andrew Reisinger in the box, and that may have just sealed the fate if it wasn't already sealed for the Warcats. And I'm going to be honest, I do not blame Andrew Reisinger. And they're actually asking him to go to the locker room now. The referee sending him off the ice. And Reisinger with a couple words to the referee, along with brother Reisinger, parents Reisinger. He got a 2 and 10, 2-minute minor and a 10-minute misconduct with 1:47 remaining in this third period of play. Just Unbelievable. Warcats sending out Hassel and Collins, Snyder and Ian Shealy, I believe. Miami's skating the puck out of the zone, and they're going to play keep away here for maybe the remainder of the game. A minute 37 remaining on the clock, and Miami keeping it down in their own zone. They have the extra man, and the Warcats sit back. This is how they penalty kill. Snyder now up on the play a little bit. Stolen there by the Warcats. Hassel. He tries to send it down towards Collins. Hassel gets it back to the shot. Ripped just wide of the net. Comes up to the blue line. Kept in by Shealy, who then chops it back down. That's a good play, actually, by Shealy to keep that puck in. Now the Warcats putting a little more pressure. They cannot have three people at the blue line, though. With only Cedric Collins, they're down by 2 goals. What's the difference if you're down by 3 goals? You got to take a chance. You got to forecheck that puck and keep it down there. You can't have 3 guys skating at the blue line allowing Miami to skate. Miami is going to be happy to throw the puck down the ice like they just did. They iced it on the power play, but they can do that for 53 more seconds if the Warcats don't do anything about it. Let's see if we get anything different from Shalia, David Reisinger, Owen Hood, and Bryce Wickard. It's like they're not taught what to do in this situation. Maybe they're never expected to be in this situation. The coaches have that much confidence that they're never going to be down by 2 goals, pulling a penalty, I guess, late in the game. So David Reisinger, not Shalia in the forecheck. Both of the forwards in the zone. And Miami doing a good job of playing keep away, but that's what the Warcats got to make them do. They got to force them to make these passes, and there Shalia almost steals that puck behind the goal line. It comes out right out in front of the blue paint. Nobody there, though. Owen Hood trying to send it back towards the net. 20 seconds remaining in the period. David Reisinger trying to get it to his backhand. It's played by Miami. A little bit of pressure now by the Warcats. Keeps the puck in. Cross-line feed to David Reisinger. It bounces off his stick. Shot save made on the turnaround attempt. Miami picks it up. 5 seconds remaining. Miami now with the puck. Sending it around the near side. 3-2-1. There's the horn and the end of just another awful defeat. The Warcats losing this Miami, Ohio team again. Watching their hopes of making a state championship slip away by the moment. Nine shots on goal for Miami that period. Brings their total to 22, I believe. And the Warcats, 31 shots on goal. Only the 1 goal scored by Santos Shalia with assists by Cedric Collins and Cullen Hassel.